Another area that's very important is following classroom routines. All of us in our life have routines. When you wake up in the morning till the time you get out the door to work, you probably follow a pretty similar pattern on a daily basis. Well, it's kind of the same for children too. Their lives have certain types of routines built into them. And what we want them to do is learn the routines that are being used in educational environments, in the home environments, such that they follow along with and go along with the normal practices of a household or a classroom. And last but not least, when a child learns a skill, it's one thing to have the skill, but what we have to do is make sure that the children not only use that skill under different conditions, but they also have to use it with different people, with slightly different materials. And I'll submit to you there's one other area that we need to consider, and that's under different motivational conditions. We've got to make sure that they're not just doing it for one particular reinforcer, but rather that they'll do it for a wide range of reinforcers from a wide range of sources under many different conditions, different environments, different materials, and so on. Children that I've worked with where we've got them to the point where they want to talk with kids, they're able to talk with other kids, but then you put them out on a playground environment and it turns out that they can't climb up on the monkey bars with the other kids, so they can't get to those kids to be able to talk with them. Or they may not be able to jump over certain little barriers to be able to play certain games with them. They can't keep up with them. They don't have the physical dexterity to move around fast enough to keep up with the other children. So we need to develop all those skills. Now, analyzing what's the appropriate priorities for any child at any one particular moment. And last but not least, there's a skills tracking system that allows us to graphically see what a child is able to do. Now, one of the biggest features, I think, of the Ablls that really helps a lot of people is this issue of the appendices. In the back of the protocol, there are a set of appendices that allow you to take a look at different types of skills. So for instance, there are 15 different lists back here. And one of the lists, for instance, has to do with imitation skills. So if you turn to Appendix 11, you'll see that there's a wide range of imitative skills that you could perhaps teach a child. You could assess, can they do this skill? For instance, can they stick their arms out front? Can they stick their arms out back? Can they stick them out to the side? Can they put them up over their head? Can they put their hands like this? Can they put their hands like that? Can they put them like this or that? There's all kinds of variations which are spelled out in here that you can start to